Hey, welcome back, and I hope you have noticed the super exciting news, and that is that I have officially rebranded the channel. Instead of Off the Hook Crochet, it is now going to be called No, It's Crochet. Why, you ask? Well, thank you. Thank you very much for asking. The reason that I'm calling it No, It's Crochet is because every time I'm out and about, I have somebody walk up to me and say, "Oh, are you knitting?" And I have to say, "No, it's crochet." Well, and then there's the side benefit of that domain name was actually available, whereas Off the Hook Crochet is available for like $3,000. And these pockets are not that big. So the new channel name is No, It's Crochet. And I also have the Instagram No, It's Crochet. And I just launched my website, No, It's Crochet. So it's like kind of official. I'm sort of not just a hobby YouTube now. Well, I'm still kind of a hobby YouTube, but I'm a hobby YouTuber that is taking it to the next level with the idea that maybe I will possibly do something to generate an income, whether it's, selling hats or sweatshirts that I make, or, which brings me to my next announcement, patterns that I write. This has got a little bag in it to make it kind of have some shape, so I apologize for the noise, but I just finished writing this pattern, and I'm so excited. By the time this video comes out, it will be in the testing phase, so it's not available yet. So you're getting a little bit of a sneak peek of it. And yeah, so if you notice, there's a nice little wavy sort of pattern to kind of emulate the beach and the ocean and all of that kind of good stuff. So I'm pretty proud of it for my very first pattern design. It's, you know what, I was going to kind of give that qualifier, and no, I'm not going to qualify it. I'm very proud of my very first pattern design. The pattern testing, I have no idea yet how it's going as I'm speaking to you, because I'm still selecting the testers, but hopefully by this time this comes out, it's going fabulously. I plan to launch the pattern in at the very beginning of June, I think is when I have it scheduled to launch. Is that right? No, that's not right. Towards the end of June. My months are getting away from me. Anyway, so that will be my first pattern, and I'm really excited to kind of launch that. I think I'm going to put it up on my website. It'll be a freebie on there, because I want to sort of use it to build an audience more than I want to try and monetize it right out of the gate. So I'm really thinking that this one is just going to be a freebie, and it might be a freebie for signing up, whatever the case may be, but it'll be nice and simple and easy. So I am really excited about those changes. I told my son, when I first decided to do a YouTube channel just over a year ago, I said, I am not going to go all in with this, because I know me. I have this tendency to, a hobby can't just be a hobby. I have to do all of the things. And I didn't want to go down that sort of rabbit hole of doing all of the things, at least not all at once. And so I feel like I've gotten the routine, the sort of cadence of doing the YouTube videos down, and now I can add that next component to it, which is the website, and a little bit more on the Instagram side of things. I'm still not doing a lot on Instagram, only because I'm not a kind of person that I spend a lot of time on Instagram. So I don't really get it all that much. I mean, I like to look at the pictures, but as far as posting stuff, I'm like, I'll throw something up there, and if people like it, great. If not, that's okay too. I don't want to push myself to try too hard on bending over backwards to make sure that the algorithm likes what it is that I'm putting up. That's my biggest thing here is I got to do all of this for me, and if nobody else likes it, then I can decide whether or not I want to keep doing it. But if just a few people like it, then I'm okay with that too. So, yeah. All right. Big announcements out of the way. Today, I just wanted to kind of do a little bit more on my stash down. And I did draw a, oops, there goes the hook. I did draw one the other day. Oops, it's not this one either. I don't know which one it is. But anyway, I drew one and it turned out to be a hat. So I had this Noro yarn that somebody had gifted me. It was just some extra that they had. And so I decided to start a beanie, or not a beanie, bucket hat. Bucket bag, bucket hat. I'm kind of in that summer vibe thing. And I don't know, I think it might fit me okay. If not, my thought process was and I kind of picked the coloring because my granddaughter really, really, really loves rainbow everything. So if I don't wear it, I will just give it to her. I'll send it to her in the mail and give it to her. I don't know if I'll wear it or not. It's a much lighter weight yarn than I thought it was a worsted, but it is definitely more of maybe a sport weight, kind of a sock yarn. And now that I think of it, I think it was in my worsted bucket, but I think the label actually called it sock yarn. So I'll put the details of the yarn in the comments below or in the notes below so you can see that. But it is a Noro yarn, and Noro, if you're not familiar with that brand, is a higher end yarn. In fact, I do believe, yes indeed I do, have some additional Noro here. So this is Silk Garden Light, and I think this was Silk Garden Sock. So maybe this is even, I don't know what weight this would be. A lot of times the yarns from other countries don't necessarily have the rating system like we do, where it's like it tells you either a number or worsted, whatever. So sometimes you're kind of left to figure it out. Fortunately, there are sites like Ravelry that tell us all that good stuff. So this is also a Noro, and these yarns are generally, for 50 grams, they're probably about $15 a skein. So they're definitely on the higher end price-wise, but not way, way up there. So, and I was gifted a lot of this. I probably wouldn't normally wear rainbow colors for too many things just because I'm not that vibrant. I tend to like, I mean, I do like colors, but I usually limit my colors to a range and not the entire rainbow. Not that I have anything wrong with the rainbow, but I just don't wear the rainbow personally. So, yeah, that's, I have several of those. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with as of yet. Oops, close the door. I am working on this hat, and I suspect it'll take me, I haven't been crocheting really fast lately. I've sort of been more just enjoying the process. My husband's having had shoulder surgery and is recovering on the couch, which is where I normally sit and crochet. So he's in my crochet spot, and I can't really ask him to move because he doesn't, I mean, he's got the big arm thing that's like holding his arm up, and so there's not a lot of places that he's going to be comfortable for the next couple of weeks. So I'm kind of just making do, and I'm not getting quite as much crocheting in. Plus, I just designed a website, which took me about 15 or 16 hours or so, so over the last several days. So I have not been crocheting as much, but that is going to change, I promise, because I have to de-stash some of this yarn. And my goal is to really focus on the lesser quantities of yarn. So I have a lot of single or two skeins, or even less than a single skein. And those are the things that I really want to focus on, is to kind of de-stash some of those. So let's draw another one. That way, when I finish this guy up, I can jump right in with the next project. All right, what is it going to be? I don't know. Let's see. A bag purse. Well, I just did actually 2 bags because this was the second one. I gifted the first one, so this was the second bag. So let's pick something else. Okay, take that guy out because we already did that one. An amigurumi or a plushie. Ooh, okay. Let me look at what I'm going to do. I don't have, oh, I do have something in mind for this. Let me check to see if I have enough yarn for this. And I'll get back to you. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm not going to do the Ami. I'm just not feeling, like, I've looked through some patterns and I'm not feeling like any of the patterns are going to be a quick project for me. I'm not that quick with amigurumi or plushies, so I think I'm going to pass on that one for now. Again, I'm going to let myself off the hook. A plant basket. Okay, that is definitely one I can do, and it's going to use up a lot more yarn. So that's a good choice. This one certainly could turn into a plant basket, but what I mean by a plant basket is I'm basically just doing a basket that I'm going to put a plant into for decorative purposes. So let me figure out what yarn I'm going to use, and I will get back with you on that. Okay, this is what I've got. I have several small bags of blues, and this is just all scrap yarn that my mother-in-law donated to me. So there's various quantities, different shades. It's kind of different weights. I think this is sport weight, and I think most of this is DK weight. I don't know. But I will take all of this and make one big magic ball with it, and then maybe pair it with a white, because I have a lot of white, and then just do a big basket out of that. So that's the plan, or maybe I'll just double strand it together. We'll see. We'll see how much I end up with. That's the plan. So I have my 2 stash down projects that I've got in the works for this week. So hopefully I'll get these done, and maybe I'll start on a bigger project at the same time. We'll see, because I like garments, and I like working on garments, and I want to make another garment, and I got lots of yarn for garments, and they take longer, but I need to do a garment. So I think I'm going to do a garment as well. So we'll see what's going to be in the plans for that, and hopefully I have more to report back. But hey, make sure you go check out the website, knowitscrochet.com, and like and subscribe and do all of that good stuff, because I love you guys, and we are like cruising on the community down here. I'm loving the conversations. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week. Farah, take us out.